next thing I want to cover is paragraphs. So to make a paragraph, you want to do a p tag. So p, and then you want to close it with the slash. So paragraph. I am a paragraph. I cannot spell. I am a paragraph. Dot. And now if we copy and paste this, just so it's a bit longer. I'm a paragraph. I'm a paragraph. You can see it's gonna render it as a paragraph. Now, paragraphs, they're used for putting in paragraphs. So if you have a long text that you want to put, you usually use a paragraph. So the web browser knows, okay, that's a paragraph, not a heading. It's a paragraph. Okay, so let's just put this back here, just so we have everything on here. So I am a paragraph. Okay, so we got the paragraphs done. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to do list items, unordered list items, and ordered list items. So to make a ordered list, you want to do OL, so OL, and then you want to close that. This means ordered list. Now inside of the ordered list, now this is what you call nesting, when you have something inside of something. We've been doing it all along. So everything inside of the body is the H1s, for example, they're inside of the body tag. If they were not inside of the body tag, it would still render it, but you would have some complications in the end. Now you cannot put H1 tags into a head because that just does not make sense. See, nothing happens when you have it there. So let's put it back to where it was. Control Z is undo, by the way, just in case you wanted to know that. Okay, so let's get back. So OL means ordered list, and to put items into this ordered list, we need to use the tag that I used before, LI. So an LI is a list item, so now we can put anything, list item 1. Now obviously this wouldn't be a list if there wasn't multiple stuff in here, so let's make 4 of these: list item 2, list item 3, list item 4. So now if we check, it is going to be numbered. It looks a bit stupid the way I have list item 1, 2, 3, 4 because it's ordered already, so it puts the numbers there for you. So yeah, that's an ordered list. Now we also have unordered list. I'm gonna remove these numbers because it just looks stupid. Now unordered lists are, you guessed it, UL. UL stands for unordered list, if you couldn't guess that. Also, it works the exact same way. You just put list items. I'm just gonna copy and paste it because it's much easier. Copy and pasting is Control C and Control V. So now if we put this here, you see it has the circles or the bullet points instead of the numbers. So this is an unordered list. You can change these with CSS later on, but that's not something we're gonna cover here. Let's get, what's the next thing I wanted to cover? So now the next thing I wanted to cover is a span element. Now I know this is all weird and unorganized for you because I just linked the style sheet and now we're getting into span elements. But I didn't really think this through too much. So a span element is a styling item. So let's say you have a big paragraph and you want to have a separate word that you want to be, like, you want it to stand out. So the way to do that is, let's say I stand out. I'm just gonna do this, and now you see stand out. I want to make stand a different color. This is for using with CSS obviously, but you can have a span surrounding the stand, so that word is surrounded by the span. So if I change that span with CSS, or I add style to it, you can also add style using the style attribute and then equals speech marks, and you would do something like color equals color, let's say blue. Now just this will change to blue. Look. I am a paragraph, I stand out. There you go. So that's that. That's a styling item. You can use that with everything. I do not recommend putting your style into the HTML because it just gets very messy. I'd recommend having it as a separate style or a separate style sheet that is not in the actual HTML document. The next thing we're going to cover is images. This is one of the very important things. So let's say I want a image. So to do that, you want to have an image tag. So img, close it off. Oh, always remember to close it off because you will hit some problems or errors later on. So image, now it doesn't know what image to use, so we need to use attributes. I've already explained what attributes are. There, just things inside of the actual thing. You're telling it where the source is. So the source of the image, I don't know what should we use. So you can get any image from online. So we're gonna get a dog from pixabay.com, and we're gonna click where is it? Copy image address. Now once we have that, we're going to go here and we're gonna copy and paste in that URL. Now this can be an image on your computer. You link it the same way as a href. Now I recommend putting a folder in here called image. Let's say we put a folder in here called image and there's an image inside it. Now I don't, but this is just an example. You would do image slash image dot png or whatever the file is. It could be a JPEG. Okay, so I hope you understand that. If not, please drop a comment and I'll tell you. Uh, okay, so we have that JPEG in there, and we're gonna look at it. As you can see, there's a big doggy. Now that's a very nice and sharp image.